Dear colleagues, I suggest you to take your seats. We are starting in 2 minutes. I invite you all to join the table. So, let's start, dear colleagues. Good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. My name is Konstantin Klimin. I'm the representative of the Republic of Bashkortostan under the Trade Representative Office of the Russian Federation in the Republic of Belarus. We've opened the representative after the Republic of Turkey, and we've been working for 3 years. And for now, we've had 54 mutual business delegations. We are happy to see the delegation of the Republic of Belarus. Again, yesterday, the first deputy of the Minister of Economy of the Republic of Belarus visited us here, Chibatary Yuri. And today, the delegation, the head of the delegation is Deputy Minister of Economy. The Republic of Belarus is our friend and partner. So today's session is devoted to the cooperation of ally state and the development. So we live in the world of deep transformations in international relations, which covers different fields, economic, political spheres of life of our countries. And these changes and this globalization and development of new technologies and state and international organizations influences how we cooperate with each other. On the 30th of September, we've had a meeting with the Ministry of Internal Affairs of the Russian Federation, where Sergei Lavrov mentioned that the geopolitical situation is now accents to the interregional cooperation, and which strengthens our positions on the international level. In this context of cooperation, the Republic of Bashkortostan as the region of the Russian Federation and the Republic of Belarus, I would like to give the floor to Fidan Elfirovich Ishimgulov. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I'm happy to see you all here on the International Business Week. The Republic of Bashkortostan, as a region of the Russian Federation, has a great potential of strengthening the connections. The Republic is between two continents. We are an important transport unit, and we have railways and water supplies and logistics units, and this makes the Republic a very important partner. One of the most important partners of ours is the Republic of Belarus. The Republic of Belarus is one of the greatest friend of ours, and we cooperate a lot. The fundamental of our cooperation is a thoughtful work on our mutual projects. Today, we have 122 events together in trade, social, culture, and other spheres. We are improving transport systems. We cooperate with the Republic of Belarus in different fields, and we buy different machines. One of the most important aspects is the cooperation with Amkador LLC company. We've launched, with the help of our great colleagues, the head of the Republic, a great industry which allows us to give more working places, and we launched a new plant for construction and domestic equipment. We will create more than 1,000 working places. We are organizing diesel generators production. We are implementing dairy products production. We are developing trade cooperation. In more than 200 shops, there are a wide range of Belarus products. We are opening a lot of shops presenting the products of the Republic of Belarus. We implement successfully the project Bashkir Long Life, where many senior citizens visited the Republic of Belarus and their most interesting attractions. The 10th Forum of the Regions of Russia and Belarus was also a very great success. More than 1,000 people took part in this event, including Valentina Matvienko, the representative of the Republic of Belarus, federal authorities of Russia and Belarus. As part of this forum, Birsk region of the Republic of Bashkortostan and the district of the Republic of Belarus signed the contract for cooperation, and other regions also and other companies signed the contracts. Birsk and Volkolysk pay attention to patriotic feelings and the culture of nations in order to find new ways of cooperation. As the result of search operations on the Republic of Belarus, we've found 13 soldiers born in the Republic of Bashkortostan who died during the Great Patriotic War. To sum it up, I would like to say that in the end of we are planning to visit the Republic of Belarus and Minsk, the capital of the Republic of Belarus. We would like to sum up the results of our work and to plan the further cooperation. Dear colleagues, the results mentioned today are the results of mutual cooperation, and they show our flexibility and the ability to work together and to communicate. We believe we can improve the results to enhance the cooperation between Belarus and Russia. Thank you very much. Tatiana, could you please say the cooperation between Belarus and Russia and the Republic of Bashkortostan is huge, but our cooperation is reflected by the figures. And could you please say what do you think the figures of trade and all the niches that we can work together on? With the tools that we are having to using the Chamber of Commerce and export centers and import support of the Republic of Belarus, what niches and directions would you recommend to improve by the government of the Republic of Bashkortostan and business community? Thank you very much, Konstantin. We are working here for 3 days on the Bashkir land, and we understand that the directions that we have worked on are very perspective. The figures are $3 billion within the recent years, and it's 6% of import of Bashkortostan. And the Republic of Bashkortostan takes 8.8% of export. So we have something to go to, and let me announce the figure of 53% that Russia takes of import in the Republic of Belarus. What should we work on? The heads of the republics gave us the import substitution goal. The colleagues gave me some data concerning machine construction, and the figures show how many products do we import and export between each other, and we see that there are enterprises who are ready to engage into this production process, and we see the perspectives. We see new plants that we are developing, and we need to go further. We need to improve light industry, agriculture. We visited milk plant today, and I've understood a lot today. So the communication between the producers, manufacturers, and the involvement of the state in this sphere, and how these relations work with trade partners. And I should say that we should go even further, because production of foodstuffs is the key factor of the Republic of Bashkortostan, and it's of a mutual interest between Belarus and the Republic of Bashkortostan. I'm sure that we should go on a global market, to go on Chinese market that needs foodstuffs, and Africa states. We should consider. We should not just consider the mutual cooperation, but also the import substitution projects, so that we could go on a global market together. And I believe I know that there is an interesting direction that we haven't worked on yet in agriculture. So I've heard the importance of supporting agricultural businesses, because we cannot allow them to go bankrupt. This is the employment in rural localities, and it's a vital topic there. One region, one project. The farthest region in the Republic of Belarus, of course, the regions are of different development, and in each region there should be at least one project implemented. And of course, we have discounted loans where you can get different support, certain support projects from the state. By the way, Russian companies also use these opportunities in the Republic of Belarus. Concerning the opportunities, import substitution is a really vital topic and important today, and it's important that it is supported by the heads of the republics. And we have a lot of opportunities. We have worked on 16 projects, large projects, mutual projects of import substitution with Russian colleagues. It's about $800 million. It is a co-financing from the Republic of Belarus. We are working on 15, 18 projects of the huge, that are almost ready. And I'm sure that we should implement at least one significant project using this privileged financing program. The most important thing is to get the product of import substitution that would allow us to implement the principles of technical safety of our countries. And when the sanctions began, I think we've been living for a decade with these sanctions, with this outer pressure. And our technological safety is becoming one of the most important aspects in our mutual cooperation, economic cooperation. Today we've been discussing it with my colleagues. One important product that we need in the Republic of Belarus is foodstuffs and Tetra Pak, of course. We've stopped the manufacturing. We found some solutions from our Chinese partners, but we really need this production in the Republic of Belarus. And let me return to the question of pharmaceutical sphere. So we should consider it from different points of view, and we need some medicine. There is a high level of production of agricultural products in the Republic of Belarus and the Republic of Bashkortostan, and it is a great perspective because the market is growing. As I've mentioned, 10 billion of import. And we should work on that. Thank you very much. And of course, we should implement what we've planned. And the premier ministers also gave us some plans to implement some projects. We should work on public transport. And one more aspect that is very important. You know, a financial aspect is not that important. The first thing that is important is human resources of businesses. So we have 600 vacancies that are available, and we should work on import, export of educational services. We have agricultural academy, and I'm sure that on the level of these universities, we can exchange the experiences and students, and we have great professors, and it is a great opportunity, and we should prepare the future for our countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tatiana Dmitrievna. I think you'll be able to make some additional notes, because I understand, because our colleagues are ready. So to explain and tell everything about the educational initiatives, such as programs that exist in the Republic of Bashkortostan, or the topics of the education are really important, and that responsibility that through the prism of state on keeping the agricultural industry somewhat are fail. Social character and type and social responsibility of the enterprises with the state support, I think, have a right to exist. Yes, unfortunately, the enterprises are getting closed, and unfortunately, on the countryside, people see no way but to move out to the city. But that industry, productional safety of the countries can be endangered. With the support of industry and of the state is important, Just like Tetra Pak, we spoke about the potential and provision of the safety with different materials, including, and it has a huge potential of interaction. And I know that it's highly actively work developed by the Belarusian Academy of Science and honest cooperation, and we expect good benefits after this cooperation, and we're looking forward for the results. And supplies from the Europe, where we had a huge annual traditions, and of course there are some limitations on natural and climatic environments, but I hope that we'll be able to move our scientific minds to the culture that would be adapted to our natural environments. And the perspectives that were discussed, like construction of the plant on soda in Republic of Bashkortostan, yes, and it's really important now. It has to be based scientifically, because the construction is necessary in Republic of Bashkortostan with some soda company, and we have the base, but we're not quite competent working with the chemical processes, because there are specific reactors and machinery and technologies, and of course your competences, and of course your experiences, due to the fact that you have the production of soda here in Republic. Thank you very much. Tatiana, you before touched the issue of the company Abkador, and we speak about it very often, and it would be impossible without the venue and without the support of the state of Republic of Bashkortostan that is being provided on the territory of Republic, and on the mechanisms of the realization of the investment projects in Republic of Bashkortostan. I would like to give the word to Marat Azatovich Islamov in the Republic of Bashkortostan. What other additional possibilities do we have to not only to Abkador and other industries to be able to see the realization of the projects, but using the competences of the Republic of Belarus and the territory of Republic of Bashkortostan? Please, can you explain us? All right, I'd like to greet everyone. Thank you very much for giving the word. I'd like to wish you the best, and would like to learn more and to have more ideas. And I wanted to talk about the measures of support, means of support in Republic, and want to let you know what do we have. Investment development of the Republic, we are characterized as the economical state in the volumetric in the last 4 years, and the volume increased up to 40%. It's more than 512 million rubles. By the outcomes of the 2022, and according to the data, we are overpassing the results, and in general, we have more than 2,000 investment projects in Republic. We created more than 60,000 workplaces and a couple of billions investment rubles, and it gives us a valuation. Investment climate, we take the 4th place, 9th place on the implementation of the digital technology, and it shows the rapid temps of the development in these approaches. My colleagues prepared the slide on the Amkador plantation, and we would like to know that the key specialty is the speed of the realization of the project. We'll speak about the nuances briefly later, but we can see that to release the project, we studied the different projects and all the data, and in 9 months the plant was released and was given a start. And what about the types of state support? And as you can see here on the slide, these are the basis of the support that we have. On the priorities summary of the project, so we give tax-free on the income, reduction of the giving the sites with no with the biddings, and our investors don't have to spend much time on much funds on the infrastructure up to the projects that is going to be implemented and finished, and the Republic is do the amount, specific amount of funds. Institutions like of the development of Corporation of Republic of Bashkortostan, they give support from start to the end. Our colleagues work on the principle of the one window and one day address at the beginning. You can be assured that you will be supported till the end. And what about the regional fund? The Central of Support and Innovation on the Republic of Bashkortostan, different other institutions of the small and big projects that were created and released, and for the industry development, they will receive the
По приоритетным инвестиционным проектам, их в республике у нас более 300 на сегодняшний день реализуется. Объем инвестиций по ним порядка 800 миллиардов рублей.
We have more than 100 billion rubles. The information here is short, but the information on the projects that we are releasing on the agricultural sphere, logistics, and processing industry. And I can tell you that I agree that Republic of Belarus and Bashkortostan are almost the same concerning their agriculture. As you can see here on the slide, production of milk, and etc. Starting this year in Republic here, we regarded the concept of our priority concepts, and we strengthened and simplified the possibility, the accessibility of the support. Though we had some requirements before that are pretty high, you may say, and after some analytical approaches and studies, we understood that the measures of support are given to bigger or the smaller investors who want to create their business here in Republic of Bashkortostan. And all the programs and projects may be supported and funded, so we can have a full circle of support. And our Republic has the mechanism called the Investment Hour, and the head of the Republic of Bashkortostan gathers a committee where they study the measures of support. This type of practice is considered to be the best. And according to that mechanism, a safety program would give us, starting with July, we worked with more than 40 projects and got more than 40 billion rubles. And we need to determine that in the frames of this project, declaration of the investor are the top priority documents. The presentation of the document, of the project, I mean. But in overall, the data is all need for the investor is to fill in one paper with all the necessary information. And that document, he'll take it to the investment committee, and to receive the support.
Также в республике действует
And
опережающего развития, их у нас
territory of the overpassing development in the Republic of Bashkortostan also give the preferences for the investment projects is the reduction of the tax payments,
представление также земельных участков.
giving the renting the
Как бы в общем и целом здесь тоже
ground,
дополнительная мера в отношении
and there are measures for the projects that will be released locally. We have 5 cities in the maps. These are Belarus, Neftekamsk, Belebey, Blagoveshchensk, and Kumertau.
также в республике работает
And we have a special economical zone called Alga, means forward. It's on the territory of the Ishimbai and Stерлitamak region, and it was widespread up to the territory of the Ufa region. And what we can say that it's the expansion of the industrial park was
республики перед инвесторами.
made due to the promise given to the Republic of Bashkortostan by the plantation that you have seen before. And you can see that Republic fits very well in terms of with the position of investor.
Также на территории
And on the territory of Volga, we see all the measures of support. And for now, it filled up to the half, and
насыщать.
it can be fulfilled again later.
Здесь как бы основные
So here's are the main approaches of the safety investment safety program. These are the
инвестора, то есть мы,
responsible approach of the investors.
идя навстречу инвесторам, мы видим ответственный подход и с его стороны.
We have to see the
Создание рабочих мест, создание тех инвестиций.
responsibility and
Вкратце по мерам поддержки.
relation of the investor to the project. And I would like to add that from the point of view of the interaction with the Republic of Bashkortostan, with the Republic of Belarus, we wanted to create two-way possibilities, because we have the aseptic production industry in Baimak region, and it closes the market very well. And the Republic also has a pharmaceutical production enterprise and the agricultural enterprise. And it's possible to cooperate in some fields of the competence of different engineering of different products that are created here in Republic and that can be created in Belarus as well, and will give us new possibilities. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marat, for your speech. If you allow me to ask you a few questions. So investments and the Ministry of Economy that you are representing is one unit, and the development of territories and help to municipalities are the other topic. So in the Republic of Belarus, it's a bit different. So the consequence of supporting the rural localities is that people stay there. So if we speak about the territories with the agricultural involvement, so do you have some measures of support for these territories? So you've mentioned the territories. Thank you for your question. Yes, the territories of development have been created upon the one type of production, and that's how we created these territories, and that's how we highlight them. And nowadays, the residents of these territories takes the leading places throughout the Russian Federation. So we also track the amount of investments and the amount of working places and Concerning the development territories, we have some directions to develop. For example, north regions of the Republic and Urals regions, and we are working on developing these territories. There is also the program for creating productions and manufacturers and investments. So we have these territories, and we engage the creation of new projects on these territories. Thank you very much. I'm sure that we will discuss it tomorrow with the head of the Republic. As we've discussed already, the development of the country is the development of each region, and it gives us the result in the end. And maybe there are some certain features, certain special aspects that we should consider. And let me introduce the head of Alexander Pradun, First Deputy Committee, Head of Industry and Innovative Activity Department of Brest Oblast Executive Committee. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I'm happy to see you here and happy to be here. I represent the first region, and it is the agrarian region. It takes more than 15% of machine construction, and 7% is wood production, and the rest is light production, light industry. If we consider small businesses, it is about $7 billion. So what tools do we use? Of course, financial instruments, financial tools, that is regulated by the decrees 293, and these decrees are used by each region of the Republic of Belarus, and we also use the fund, the regional fund that is formed through taxes, and we engage all the industries, agriculture, industry, and projects concerning medicine and sports and tourism. So we've created authorities for each project that declare these projects as prospective, and we are focusing on the import substitution that would allow us to receive this first place in competition, so that we can implement new technological approaches. I would also like to add that it is the first year when 30% from the amount of the digital fund goes to the digitalization process. And we are actively using this tool to implement different systems of production, and so we compensate 50% of the price from the budget. We track the effectiveness. We follow the projects. We see the importance of supporting the businesses, and we see that we should rely on businesses. that we should rely on the developments that they are improving, that they are having, we're working on. And we've created the regions, the technological park, the industry area where we are growing young specialists. We have a center of collective use where we have modern equipment and some services for producing certain tools and equipment. We are preparing professionals who will work in this industry, that they will be ready to work on certain equipment such as 3D printers and etc. We are supporting startups actively. We are preparing young people. We engage them to visit industries and companies. So now we offer school children to visit our enterprises so that they could see it and to follow, to go through internships there. So it's better to see once rather than hearing about something for many times. We are always open to cooperation. Thank you very much. Mr. Pradun, I've heard about the higher technologies park of yours. So is it like a branch? Yes, that's right. In Minsk, we have the main office, the head office, and in the regions we have the branches of these parks. Great. As far as I'm concerned, please tell me if it's right. So the entrepreneur or someone who develops certain mechanisms is able to register on the website, and if they need a 3D printer, so they check this entrepreneur online, and they see that they are reliable, and so they give the QR code where the 3D printers are and print some details there, even without the help of some specialist, because there is a understandable interface and design. So they can do that there. Is it possible? Is it true? Or who to contact if we have some ideas to implement these projects too? Yes, the concepts are quite the same, but we still need the follow-up for using such equipment, and there is specifics for this equipment, and that's why our engineers and our specialists are there to help, to coordinate, and maybe to educate, to work with some equipment. Of course, our goal is not to earn money, but to give this service. It's not, it just pays the bills that we are having for providing these services. Of course, it is easier to just use the equipment just once if you don't need it all the time. Who owns these printers? These printers is in the ownership of the park. Brestski Technopark is the best technopark in the country. We have 15 or 16 technoparks, but as a head of this park, I see that the opportunities are the same, but Bresky Technopark is the best. All the competences, all the startups, entrepreneurs, they can use these technical parks because it's simpler rather than buying the expensive equipment. So the residents discussed it between each other and found the equipment they need, and the budget fund was sent to these purposes. So young entrepreneurs and all the entrepreneurs can use this equipment. So recently I visited this technopark with the Premier Minister, and he was amazed by this type of work with business that we have in Brest. Thank you very much for your comment. I think this practice can be implemented in the Republic of Bashkortostan to support the start-uppers and entrepreneurs who cannot afford to buying this equipment. So nowadays, 3D printers are the solution that can be very perspective and useful. So I'm sure that really soon, we will implement this project too. Thank you very much. So the Brest Association, as the tourist platform and a great platform. So between Belarus and Bashkortostan, we've been cooperating for many years, and so we have the same past, we have the same present, we have the same future, I hope. And that's why we are working between municipalities of the Republic of Bashkortostan and the Republic of Belarus. We've signed the roadmap between Minsk and Ufa cities. We're waiting for the delegation from Belarus. We invite you to visit our city on the 450th anniversary. And despite Minsk and Ufa, we have agreements between Birsk region and Belarus regions. We are communicating, cooperating actively concerning museums and culture aspects. We are planning to sign the agreement between two oil and gas clusters from Belarus and Bashkortostan, and we suggest developing it together and exchange the experience, support each other. So the economy depends on businesses, and one of the main powers there that supports our communication cooperation is the Institute of Trade Chamber of Commerce of the Republic of Bashkortostan, the Republic of Belarus. So here today with us is Mr. Sergei Neveshko, one of the heads of the Chamber of Commerce of the Republic of Belarus. So what is your opinion about the Chamber of Commerce?
Good day, dear participants, and I'm really pleased to take participation in such an important event, because the attention that gets paid to interregional cooperation for the industry trade ministry, it's not somehow it's a basic form of interaction. And on the support of the regional, on the specific regions, and once it's considered that the story of the Belarusian trade ministry started 60 years ago by the Joseph Stalin, when the Belarusian Ministry of Industry and Trade of the USSR back then created the branches of these trades on the Republic of Belarus. But the autonomous trade commerce also works with the Republican ministry. And it's understandable that every region has its own features, their own potential, their own economic and the level of development. And it was mentioned that one of the countries that what develops the state and the country, it's a huge amount of business, more than 40%. And I need to say that the Minsk branch is the biggest, as you may understand, in the system of our republic. More than 50% are located in the Minsk region, and that interaction, probably possibility to connect the wishes of business and the wishes of state are the main task for us. And Andrei Gennadievich, as he said, not all the business has their own wish to be accepted by the authorities, and we believe that state authorities and the powers on the strategic from the side of the state control allows us to promote business really actively. And the scaling of our industries
and creating the conditions so that the usual trade will go to the industry production. And in the background of the yesterday's speakers, I've remembered the Mark Twain's quote that if one person has one apple and another person has one apple, and if they exchange, they have one apple. But if we exchange ideas, they have two ideas for one person. So we should exchange ideas and experiences, and we're working on regional level too. So concerning this work, I want to say that within 9 months of this year, the Chambers of Commerce we've organized 204 events together with the Republic of Belarus and the Republic of Bashkortostan. So we are forming new cooperation relations to strengthen the economic relations. So the brightest example is the visit at the end of the 2021, the visit of the delegation from the Republic of Bashkortostan under the Mr. Radi Khabirov. So after that, we didn't have this scale of negotiations. It wasn't the plenary session, it was business negotiations, some cooperation points with certain results. So the fact that we were able to come to this forum and that UFA hosted this event, it was historical and important because UFA is responsible for such events also. So the total of exhibition platform was huge, and we presented a lot of products to UFA citizens and the citizens of the Republic of Bashkortostan. So we found our colleagues, we found our friends, and we've signed contracts with the chambers of certain cities. Human communication is the most important thing, and the personality is important. But when we speak about the regional development, as the representative of Minsk branch, I should say that each region of the Republic of Belarus, of 5 regions far from the capital, there is their own economical forum. And with each year they are growing, and we've been thinking of organizing a new forum in Minsk. We've always united certain different regions of the country, but 2 years ago, with the initiative of our head of the city, we've launched the first economic forum, and the feedback was great. And this year we've had the second one. So I'm sure that next year we will invite our partners to our business platform in Minsk that will be connected with some historical events. For example, 450th anniversary of UFA, and next year I'm sure there will be a lot of events for the Republic of Belarus. So we will celebrate 80 years of freedom of Minsk, and I'm sure that this connection, this complex of historical and business aspects is very important. So on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, we offer you the greatest support. Thank you very much. I've heard that maybe you wanted to say that you are inviting us to Minsk on your forum, that you want to invite us there. Well, I haven't mentioned one thing. We do not limit ourselves with just Minsk companies. Today, we have delegations from all the regions of the Republic of Belarus, and all visits from Russia is important to us, and you're always welcome. So this territorial aspect is just to simplify my message. So in the end of January, the delegation of the Republic of Bashkortostan is planning to visit Belarus. I'm sure before the Forum of Regions, we will have some more delegations on the level of the first important people of the Republic of Bashkortostan. So we are having the Chamber of Commerce of the Republic of Bashkortostan today with us here. So a few words. Yelena, what opportunities can you see with the cooperation with the Republic of Belarus? Vice President of the Chamber of Commerce of the Republic of Bashkortostan, Yelena Alexandrovna, you're welcome.
Dear colleagues, good morning. The Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the Republic of Bashkortostan is actively cooperating with its Belarus colleagues. So we are in an international system of chambers of commerce and industry. So that's why we cooperate with many different countries. We work in accordance with different recommendations set by the Russian Federation government, and we also do projects with our Belarus colleagues. During the last few years, we've signed many contracts with the Gomel and Vitebsk departments of CCI. Our chamber has had many trade missions and B2B cooperations as well. If we're talking about this, the 10th forum, we had lots of different meetings of Russian and Belarus chambers of commerce and industry. So we also had some outdoor missions, and we also participated in some. So we also had an international, some other meetings, and we also had presentation sessions for innovations. During the forum, we had B2B meetings. There were 12 companies from the Republic of Belarus and also 16 companies from the Republic of Bashkortostan. We also signed a memorandum yesterday between Russian and between the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the Republic of Bashkortostan and China. We hope that this will open this. After that, we will have opportunities of cooperation, and we hope that we will continue cooperating with our Belarus colleagues. Thanks, Elena Alexandrovna. So I've noticed that. So when you, I hope that you will go to the Republic of Belarus with pleasure. Thank you. So thanks to the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the Republic of Belarus and its contribution. So today we've talked about different innovations, innovation practices. But today we have an opportunity to look through the presentation. And it will be presented by Alexei Shilenok, CEO of a company from Belarus. It has 7 different factories, and the prospects that we have concerning technology development and cooperation. I guess it is considered to be a new sphere that the Republic of Bashkortostan can engage in, and maybe the head of the Republic will support this project as well. Alexey Alexandrovich, the floor is yours. Good morning. So we are the first battery company. So we're not dealing with batteries only. Now it is also a holding. We had different legal entities in our corporation. Usually we deal with batteries, but not only. So including, if we're talking about the cooperation with the Russian Federation, so we were the only supplier of batteries to some factories on the territory of Russia, and we had good cooperation with Russia. We've always had. So we also manufacture pumps, and we supply pumps to the Republic of Bashkortostan. Recently, we started manufacturing trading equipment, and we've signed a contract with Gmail Group from the Republic of Bashkortostan, and we also cooperate with Bayram company. It is a local company. We deal with delivery with motor oils and some other things. So now we have, and I would also like to talk about government support. That's what Tatiana Viktorovna was talking about. So our group uses different government supports, and as so we are finishing. So now we are launching a factory, and we are developing 2 projects right now with Brest Oblast, and we cooperate with the government as well. So we also use Order 93 and some other orders of the Republic of Belarus, and in addition, 1 or 2 years ago, we started using the government support from the Russian Federation. So the Order 95 helped us to get investment for importing products into the Russian Federation. The companies from Belarus can use this government support as well. We also had a contract with Sber company, and during the 3 months we've so Alexei Nikolaevich, what can the Republic of Bashkortostan be interested in, especially if we're talking about the localization of manufacturing? So we're not talking about. I guess that your company is so innovative that you look in the future, and you're searching for partners right now. So last week, we've launched our projects to the Ministry of Industry and Trade. We have special schedules, and I would like to show you 2 projects, and we want to somehow make those projects true. And now we're searching for partners. So why is it the Russian Federation? Because this is the major market of Belarus right now, and so we are connected with Russia concerning raw materials and some other stuff. So now we are dealing with the lithium production, and we want to make the project about the lithium. So the similar project is developed by Rosatom, but we want to provide another technology. The first one is MMC, that uses cobalt in their manufacturing, and the second technology is using some other chemicals, and usually it is used to somehow collect the power from the batteries. And now we want to talking about manufacturing of production of lithium. There are some places, there are some facilities in the Russian Federation, but right now we need to somehow deal with the production on the territory of the Russian Federation. So we've offered this project to the Ministry of Industry and Trade 3 weeks ago, and we've had this government port as well, and now we're working on it. And the second project, this is the short description of this project. The second project, I also wanted to show you this. So it may seem that lithium batteries is something really difficult, but look at the map, and those are the projects that has been made true, or where. So this is the production of elements. If we're talking about lithium batteries, there are more facilities even. So there are 3 factories that So if we're talking about this technology, it is available right now. It is not something new, and we can use it. We can make it true right now. So what is the potential of the annual revenue if we organize? So what is the cost of the manufacture, and what is your annual sales? So we propose to develop the project consequently. So in order to build a factory, we need $50 million, and it includes everything, equipment, building, etc. So in China, they also had such projects, and they're looking to, and now, if you're talking about China, the lithium is everywhere, even cars and some other equipment. So how many years do you need to realize to make this project true? So it's 3 years, I guess. In 3 years, the line will be optimized, and we can start supplying. And after, so in order to get the payout time is 9 years. So if we're talking about net cost, it's 6 years. But first, why do we need to choose the place of this factory? Well, we need to, in order to create 1 kilowatt of energy, we need power, and the cost of electricity is also important when we choose the right place to make this project true. So the second project is connected to batteries. So this project will help us to some batteries are localized here on the territory of Russia. So, but there is one thing. It's called separator, which is really important in the process of manufacturing batteries. So right now, this equipment, so now it is dependent from the import, and companies that manufacture separators are European countries, and we need to somehow substitute it. So the separator is also in the sanctioned list, and we managed to order lots of such separators, and a year ago, Russian factories had to have those separators because they ran out of it. Even though the separator costs little money. So I'm sorry for interrupting you. So our colleagues were talking about transporting and importing honey from Vietnam. And that's why we don't really have a lot of time. And I want to ask you a question. How many years do you need to launch the production? And what is the annual sales? So the technological part, if we're talking about building the module, it is also during 12 months. and we need 1 billion to somehow. And usually, so we know so the payback will be in 3 years. So now it is we import it through Turkey and some other countries, and it is expensive for us. So that's why we launched this project, and now we are trying to get the government support. And in 6 months, we will have the technology and we will have the necessary documentation. And now we have 6 months to finally choose a place where we can start doing it. And we should do it on the territory of Russia because some components are produced in Russia only. Now we're talking about extruders and polyethylene. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we will have more guests from Minsk and Moscow as well, and we will discuss it in details tomorrow. And I hope that the Ministry of Industry of the Republic of Bashkortostan will help us in that.
I would like to give the floor to Andrei Tyshenko, the Deputy So what do you think about these projects in the Republic of Bashkortostan? I'm sure that we will be able to discuss it in details tomorrow. And now, please, just briefly. And the second question, the second project, the localization of certain productions of Belarus, for example, shoes, and what is about unemployment in light industry. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. I thought that this project is just great, and what is the dangerous class? Well, actually, we can place it in the Republic of Bashkortostan. Separators have the fourth class. I suggest you discuss this later. We can arrange the production. And I also wanted to say that there are a lot of similarities between Russia and the Republic of Belarus. So I would like to speak more about the light industry. Concerning the light industry of the Republic of Bashkortostan, the government of the Republic pays a lot of attention to that. And due to the decree in 2019, there was a task to increase the level of the incomes from the light industry. So now the percent of income is about 14%, which is higher than it was in the beginning. We have developed the privileged subsidiary system, and it is highly developed, so we can provide different loans to businesses, to light industry. And it is a great opportunity for difficult times. So personally, as a head, I think of the development of the company. That's why I'm thinking about the purchases of equipment. And we provide 70 or 80 million million rubles for equipment, purchases and procurement. And there are a lot of ways of support of light industry. So our fund is one of the leading funds of light industry support, and we engage different investments, and we provide some support for businesses, for companies of light industry. So 3 weeks ago we visited Belarus, and I understand that we have a lot of work to do because the level of light industry in Belarus is much higher. We should do a lot of work now. So, and the heads that visited Belarus were so excited and inspired. And what did they like? The production of materials of fabric. So the industries were excited and made some agreements, prompt agreements. So the first question that was discussed is the launching the trade platform, the trade place. So we have an industry, we have the place for that, and we are going to work on it with our colleagues from the Republic of Belarus. So those people who visited Belarus paid attention to certain fabric materials that are of high popularity in the Republic of Belarus. And we've decided that the products of the Republic of Belarus will be presented in Russia, in Ufa city. We're planning to open the shop in Ufa, and if it goes well, then we are going to open it everywhere. So the price isn't low, but the quality is of middle segment. So concerning the shoes industry, we have Davlekanova region, and I'm sure that we can work with Belarus companies to cooperate on that. So we are working on it. We also decided to enhance the level of loans. As we've noticed in Belarus, young people are more patriotic, and they are more excited by going to working for industries. And we're working on that too. We've been discussing the sewing industry. We wanted to engage certain Bashkir enterprises. And this work is quite helpful for urban districts, urban localities, villages, and for seasonal villages, and also for senior citizens. Concerning our ways of support, we are working on the loans for paying for the accommodation for the employees. We are currently doing our best to work on to get this type of loans, and the Ministry of Education is helping us a lot too. We have a lot of competitors among the industries. We are working on the employees. I haven't seen such excited views, such excited impression on the faces of our heads. One more question, Oleg, and maybe not just to you. So we've heard the project that we are planning to implement within 3 years. So Kador plant is going to be prepared later, and we have some measures, we have some preferences, for example, accommodation. And what will happen tomorrow? This forecast is for each authority, each institution. And what forecast can you give us for the ministry, for the industry? And what work do you do? And how do you forecast this the day after tomorrow? So that we will have the human resources. So I would like to give the floor to the Minister of Education of the Republic of Bashkortostan, Елена. So what programs do we have? Inessa Kosolapova, you're welcome. Good afternoon, dear participants of the session. Thank you very much for having me here. We are speaking a lot about investment projects, about launching new lines of production, but then we realized that we need human resources for effective work, and we understand it almost at the end. And in order to provide successful work, business and state organizations need human resources and professionals. Many industries in the Republic of Bashkortostan are working together with the Ministry of Education and Science to improve the situation. So the main thing is forecast of the human resources. The Ministry of Education gives the figures of the students that should be approved, that should be taken to the universities. So the forecast is made by the Ministry of Social Security, and then the enterprises are hiring the necessary amount of employees that they will need. So the system of professional education, I think I will focus on this topic. Of course, my colleagues mentioned the higher education, but right now we are starting the cooperation with colleges, and we are working on the relations with the Belarus colleges, and I hope that we're going to enhance our horizons of cooperation. The system of The system of professional education of the Republic of Bashkortostan consists of 44 branches and 173 specialties and 118 professions that are being taught in our colleges. So the main topic, the main task mentioned in the strategy of the Republic of Bashkortostan for development until 2026 is the simultaneous preparation of employees for the enterprises on the territory of the Republic of Bashkortostan. And in this question, we are cooperating with huge enterprises, with industry ministers on the federal level. In order to eliminate this gap, we should work, we've created and we are implementing and using the project called Professional Tech. Many regions are participating in this project, and the first field was opened in 2022, and now we are working on different other types of production and educational centers. Concerning the creation of centers, the Republic of Bashkortostan is one of the leading republics. We are planning to open 6 more centers by the end of the 2024. So why the structure is new? It is not quite new because in the USSR there was a similar institution, and we need to eliminate this gap so that this preparation of human resources would be correct and professional, and these centers allow us to do that. Of course, we have some difficulties, but we are building the model. So the first, we've made this structure of management of these clusters, which was approved by the decree of the Republic of Bashkortostan, of the government of the Republic of Bashkortostan, and which includes different ministers and employers. It is a foundation created on certain educational institutions. We are implementing projects for a certain employer, and we are improving the human resources preparation for companies. So if a company needs this, for example, 1,000 employees, then we sign the contract for working there with students. So nowadays, after 2023 acceptance meeting, we've signed many contracts and agreements with companies. So many
we also sometimes redevelop our universities. And talking about network education, now it is 51% of vocational schools in Russia. The government of the Republic of Bashkortostan has lots of interest in that as well because of the government support and all. Talking about the government support on the federal level, it is totally good. But nowadays, we deal with vocational schools in order to change the whole this philosophy of human resources development. And on a workplace, so we should pay attention to a workplace, to a future workplace of a student. So I would like to say about mutual realization of this project on the territory of the Republic of Bashkortostan. And of course, today my colleagues talked about that, that the cooperation should be dense, I guess, with our colleagues from the Republic of Belarus. It is a student exchange, it is a professor exchange, so that colleagues can come here, so they can see what equipment do we use in colleges and universities, etc. And it would be nice that we could also share experience together. So thank you very much. So what is the topic of the day after tomorrow forum? So forecast is what you do, and throughout the history after the USSR, now we have much less people without jobs, and it is really important and crucial that we can manage it, and I guess that you will manage. And if we're talking about sharing experience with our colleagues from the Republic of Belarus, I guess that they will be willing to share the experience because the Republic of Belarus is also known for its low unemployment level. So the delegation from Belarus is quite big, and there are different people in this delegation. But one of the companies that came here is a mass holding company, and they told me that yesterday they were quite they had a good experience in one of the factories on the territory of the Republic of Bashkortostan, and I would like to ask Konstantin Dorofeev, Deputy CEO for Marketing and Sales of Bilibey Autonomous Plant, and what was your experience and what are the prospects? So, dear colleagues, good afternoon. So our yesterday's visit to a factory was good. We were discussing different equipment, and we also negotiated upon some contracts, and I guess that we will continue engaging in that cooperation. If we're talking about cooperation with the Republic of Belarus, I would like you to have a glimpse on the results during the last 2 years. But now I'll be short. The main business is manufacturing springs for different factories. So our main factories are in Beloretsk, the city of Beloretsk, even though some other facilities are in Europe, Germany, Czech Republic, and Belarus as well. If we're talking about strategic questions, so recently our company started cooperating with Turkey and Kazakhstan, and now I'll show you the results. So we've actively cooperated with the Republic of Bashkortostan and the trade mission of the Republic of Belarus in Bashkortostan. And we organized lots of different meetings. We've developed different technical documentation, and we've cooperated with different factories. So now I'll show you some results on our activity. So we've started working with Turkey in 2015, and at the moment, at the end of November, so our payback is 234 million rubles. Talking about Kazakhstan, the payback is 178 million rubles. So talking about the dynamics, our revenue has increased, and now we are reaching 93 million rubles. So, and what is the forecast for 2024? We hope that it will be an increase until 222 million rubles. Now, if we compare to countries that we cooperate with, it is the increase, the revenue is increasing. So in conclusion, concerning the increase, the results that you see on the screen are quite pessimistic. Because so this is it. This is the results on some particular factories. So here you can see 2023 results and a forecast for 2024. So thank you so much for talking about the current situation. So I have a short question. So how many springs are you going to supply? So we supply 74,000 units, and we are going to increase. Talking about our cooperation with Kazakhstan, we are building another production line, and we will increase it by 50%. So I guess that our yesterday's negotiations ended up with. So we do not really need the details. So will you be able to do that? Yes. So there are some cases, you know. Fyodor Alexandrovich, as a representative of Mkador company, Mkador Agidel company, and I know that your company was quite successful. And what is your opinion on such projects? Will we be able to make them true? And what can you recommend to some other companies from the Republic of Belarus? Thank you. Good afternoon, dear participants of our session. I guess it's called the day after tomorrow. So our cooperation is quite regional. So I guess that I will talk about the key events, and I will be short. So I guess we should just talk about main things. In 2022, an order, a decree was signed. So it was called an agreement on investment between Amkador company and some other companies. I'm working on that project from the first day of its launch, and we've managed to finally launch it. So this project now we are developing some documentation, and we also have some contracts that will help us enhance our technology. And by building an administrative corpus, the Republic of Bashkortostan is also participated in that, and we've managed to deal with that project in 9 months only. So now, so everything should be the Ministry of Agriculture. So they worked with us just for. So the problem with subsidiaries has been solved finally, and in some regions it was solved. So there was another question as well. In order to decrease the tax, so the Republic of Bashkortostan helped us. So here you saw the picture on that. And this project was launched here in this special economic zone, and we've got the government support as well.
Just to decrease the tax tension, we've made the free customs services processes, so we got free the customs fees and additional value taxes. So the plan is for 49 years, and I think that for this time the economics will grow and it will be serious. So, besides the measures that support the regions, we have the financial support as the program of prioritized leasing. So this is dealing with the main leasing company of the Republic of Bashkortostan. When we're using, together with this company, we're using this additional financial support. So we've got 190 units of the equipment, and we're using it up to 80%. And using new high-tech technologies, we should say that this company works independently and substitute input machinery and parts. 170 equipment has been bought from the importing companies. We have no details, but we know the fact.
And we know that 17 units bought from import, and the rest units are done in Russia and Belarus. So very shortly, so all the machinery, painting, constructing machinery, the warehouses for materials currently exist, and the contracts are going to be concluded. You know that there is created a mini plant for seed refining and processing. We have very prospective customers, and nowadays we're dealing with the documentation, and very soon, together with the subsidies, it's going to work. So the Republic of Belarus showed the interest working with some investment projects with the Republic of Bashkortostan. So if you understand what is localization, you know that this is the decision of localization that can solve with some food supply and other spheres of industries. As a result, from the side of Amkodor, they decided to enlarge their work in the Republic of Bashkortostan, and they decided to build a factory, Amkodor Alga, with land processing equipment and machinery, with the counterpillar tractors and machinery, and so on. This is producing up to 1,000 units per year. So these numbers are twice bigger than we had before. If we talk about 24,000 square kilometers, now we're going to speak about 40,000 square kilometers. So the first brick of the future factor, together with the technical opening, which started at the 10th of October, together with the Republic of Belarus, and together with Alexander Novak and the head of the Republic, started. So we are planning to finish the constructing of this factory till the end of this year, and I think that will finish a bit later, but the main constructions will be ready till the end of this year. Taking into account the technologies, the other issues, we spoke about this today. So I think that the factory is a real plan to be fulfilled. So thank you very much who participated for providing the employers. We were working together with the Center of Labor. We mentioned about Shaksha that we have some valuable employers there, and the transportation is pretty harsh. So people are trained in Belarus and China. So our employers and teams are ready to start, and they are pretty trained. So thank you very much for everyone who helped us to do that. We have already an agreement, and we have some even specific steps how to develop the factory from the point of view of the labor of the employers. And the first group of the students, school students, will participate, and they are participating actually our factory. We're showing the culture of our production of our republic, and we're showing them the conditions of their work. And the first group of the students, school students, showed them, and we actually, when they visited the factory, we bought them the helmets, some professional gear, and we gave them the break as the future of our factory, of Belarus factory in the Republic of Bashkortostan. Thank you very much. The tourism industry is getting very popular nowadays. And if we spoke about Belarus and tractor factory, people are amazed by the scale of this work, and even grown-up person has no idea how it works. But you are giving the opportunity to look at the processes, and you are attracting people to this just physical jobs and work, because you know that all people want to work in offices, wear just tuxedos. And this is very important to show everyone that we need such professions. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this project. The project together is conducted together with our Belarusian partnerships, and I hope that we're going to work on a long-term conditions as well. And this is exactly what we're talking about today, the day after tomorrow. So we are out of our timing, and I'm just suggesting to finish at this point. Thank you very much for the work in this session, for the discussions. Well, tomorrow we will have opportunities to communicate, so please use this opportunity and work together. Thank you.